Hey, Syndicate here, and I wanted to show off spending 7,000 labor and gaining about 742,000 XP, and this only takes 15 minutes. Alright, as you can see, I'm level 40 with these 3 specs, and we'll be using metalwork to level them up really fast. Alright, I'm going to start by showing you a few things you're going to need. You're going to need iron ingots, which you can get in the auction house. You're going to need blue salt wedges you get from the general merchant, and even stones, which you also get from the general merchant. You're also going to need workers' compensation and a vocation tonic. After you get these things, you're going to want to come to the armor crafting station. Then you're going to go to Van Braces, and you're going to craft these bracers, the very first ones. I almost forgot, you're also going to need Moonlight Archeage Dust, so make sure you have some of those. I do already have mine right here. I got 33 of them. Alright, so most of this stuff you can either get from General Merchant or the auction house. I got my Archeage Dust actually from coin purses while leveling. Just keep some of those on hand if you happen to get any of them. Alright, so we have everything we need. We're about to pop our Vocation Tonic, which is going to give us 100% more XP per labor point spent. So here we go. I popped it, so we have an hour left to do this. And we'll craft our first set of bracers. Because the bracers cost 100 labor, you're going to get XP per labor point spent. It's about 55 XP per labor point. So it's 5,500 XP every time you craft these without the Vocation Tonic. That's rough. We get about 11,000 XP with the Vocation Tonic because we get the 100% boost. The boost only lasts about an hour. You have plenty of time to do it, so don't feel too rushed to get this done perfectly or anything like that if it's your first time. You'll have plenty of time. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward until we get a bunch of these created, and then we're going to actually disenchant them to get our Moonlight Archeage Dust back, because it costs 1 dust every time you make them, but when you use the even stone on the bracers, you get 1 back, so you don't ever lose these, which is why I recommend just having a small stack of like 30, which is about how many I have. Alright, I'll be back in a second. Alright, as you can tell, we filled up our bag with a bunch of bracers. And we're about to start disenchanting them to get all of our Archeage Dust back. This also costs you labor. It costs 10 labor every time you do it. So whenever you're making the bracers, make sure you have enough labor left over to disenchant your bracers and get your Archeage Dust back. I'll be doing about 60 of these bracers, so I need 600 labor because it costs 10 each to get them all back. So I've already done the math, and I know I'll have enough labor left over to disenchant all my bracers, so just make sure you have enough whenever you do it as well. Alright, I'm just gonna fast forward through this part. Alright, now that we're done disenchanting everything, I'm down to 1,600 labor. Now before I get started, I kind of want to pop 2 labor potions so I can get another 2,000 labor, bring me up to 3,600. I'm actually going to log out, get on my alt, and pop 1 of the 2 labor potions that I have. Here I am logging into my alts. Now, it's a good idea to have an alt. You got to get it to level 15. Mine's level 50. You know, I have plenty of time, so I made 2 level 50s. You want to make an alt and get it to level 15 so you can use a labor potion, because your labor is account-wide. So as you can tell, I have 1,620 labor, which was the same amount I had on my other guy. So you can get on your alt, because each character can use a potion to gain 1,000 labor. So there it is, I picked up my potion. Go ahead and go back to the Nuyen statue where I can safely use it and then log back into my main. Alright, so here we go. Workers' compensation and 1,620 labor. I use it. And there we go. Got 1,000 labor. So I'll log out, get back on my main, and then use the labor potion on him as well. Alright, we're back on my main. Let's get all these menus set up. You can see I've gotten to level 42 from what I've spent so far. I was hoping to get to 45, but I don't make it. But we do get pretty far. Let's open the Van Bracers, get everything set up. Alright. Still have all the things I need. And 2,620 labor, just like I said. And we'll use this workers' compensation. We're up to 3,600, and it's time to craft again. The vocation tonic lasts while you are offline. So if you're offline, the countdown does not continue for the vocation tonic to gain double the labor. You could essentially, with this 15-minute technique, you could stay offline and farm your labor up, or stay on your alt and farm all your labor up, get back on the person you're trying to level up, and then use all your labor, because the vocation tonic only goes away while you're logged in as that character. I don't use that technique, but it's something that can be used for efficiency. You could essentially get this done 3 times out of 1 tonic, maybe more if you're really fast, and you'll get the most efficiency, because that tonic is about 10 gold right now in the auction house, so you could really save by doing that. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and fast forward through this again until I'm at the disenchant part. Alright, I wanted to stop and show something off here. I actually have been leveling up my metalwork doing this. It's seems to be a pretty good way to also level up your metalwork in the process. So if you're going for metalworking, you might try this method to level up an alt and also level up your metalworking. So here we go. I'm at, what is this? Veteran is what I'm going up to. Rank 2 or something of that nature. And there we go. Awesome. It looks like my labor requirement is only 95 now. I guess that would technically make this method a little less efficient, because you're gaining XP based on your labor spent, and I'm now spending less labor because I'm becoming more efficient with metalworking. But I'm pretty sure it'll all work out the same. You might shave a little bit of time having to not spend those extra 5 points, but who knows, maybe you'll get more out of it. And we're gonna fast forward to the next clip. Alright, we're here. We're crafting our last bracer, and we're about to start disenchanting. I have 30 bracers in my inventory, so I made sure to have enough labor left over to disenchant the remaining bracers, because you don't want to be left with 30 bracers in your bag taking up your bag space. So make sure you have that extra labor to disenchant and get your Archeage dust back. This is very important. The first time I did this, I ended up I ended up about 50 labor short of disenchanting. So I had 5 extra bracers sitting in my bag, and I wasn't able to get the Archeage dust back, which is really important. So make sure you get the Archeage dust back. Make sure you have enough labor. And continue to use this method to, power level your guys, power level your proficiencies, and get it done really fast. This is a good way to spend your labor. Probably not the best. I'm not quoting this as the best way to spend your labor. You can probably spend your labor and gain XP doing it and making a profit off of it. This method is really fast, but it costs you money more than you make off of it. So just know that as well. I like the method because it's super easy, and I'm trying to level up my metalworking. So, alright, we're going to finish up disenchanting all of these and kind of do a small recap of what we gained. We started at level 40 with each of our specs: Battle Rage, Defense, and Vitalism. They're the ones I'm trying to level up. And we got them to level 44. We spent 7,000 labor, and You can tell we also spent about 60 iron ingots, and we didn't spend any archeum dust because we got all of it back. It looks like we spent about 17 minutes doing this. We could have gone a little bit faster and probably hit that 15-minute mark or even shorter. So I recommend everybody doing this. Get your power level on, you know, get your characters to 50 so you can get to that in-game content and have some fun. Take your ships across the water where most likely the sea ants will be out there to steal your packs. We're kind of friendly, but if you have packs, there's a chance we're coming after you, so be warned. And that'll do it for this video, so I'll see you guys next time.